Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life. A Slice of Life. I am so happy to have another day here with you so we could talk about our main theme. What is the theme? Getting older without getting old. And baby, did I hear something today? You know, Tamron and I are on the same theme. You know, we communicate like this. She doesn't know I'm out here, but maybe she does know I'm somewhere waiting to be on her show. But we get up thinking about the same things, or her producers, and she agrees, and I'm thinking about the same thing. What happens when you get older? And this whole body shaming and how we looking and all of that. I mean, really, you know, when I leave my glasses on, I like them. Anyway, let me just say this. So today, guess who she had on? Gayle King. You know, Oprah's buddy. I don't know them. They don't know me. But I got to tell you what happened on Tamron's show. Not that I'm Tamron's voice, but I was excited because it fits in with us and our super aging. And how does it fit in? Well, at 69 years old, get ready. If you missed it, get ready. Drum roll. Gayle King was in a swimsuit on the cover of Sports Illustrated. 69. Yes, she was. In the swimsuit. And she said nothing was painted. She said she asked them the girls were too much girls. The girls were out. Breasts was like breastises. And she said she asked them to, pull some of that in. But other than that, she said she just did it. She said she didn't believe him when they called her. She said, I'm 69. Everybody's always, looking like something that they don't, they haven't eaten in years. But anyway, she did it. And that is not my standard for what makes you fine at 69. But it wasn't Gayle's standard either. I just don't believe it. I really believe that she said, you know what, I think I want to do this. And she did it. And her kids liked it. And I think it's part of what I'm saying about maybe she always wanted to be on considered a model, or maybe she's always been a good journalist though. But I don't know, you just don't know. It just made her feel good. And you know what she said really, really got to her? Her ex-husband said she looked fabulous. Ooh, I always tell you all that the best revenge is success. You don't argue with anybody when they don't like you. You don't worry about people not liking you. Can you imagine that breakup? And he had to send word. And he's bringing his girlfriend now to their son's wedding. She already said that. But he had to admit his wife looked good. His ex-wife looked good. That's not a bad thought. It's not bad at all. Excuse me for this hair. I don't know, me and this hair, you all know, on all my shows, nothing moves right until nothing bothers anything till I start doing this show. Then hair, nose, everything gets in the way. It's okay. But I wanted to talk about Gayle King because she fits in the theme for a slice of life. You see, and you know what she said I love? Do you remember when you first got your AARP card? She called them and she contacted the AARP people and told them to take her name off the list. And she said something that you have said and I have said. How is it that AARP, how do they know every person in America address when they turn 50? You know, at 50 you fine. AARP need to change. That's a good thought. AARP, you need to change your dates. You need to send something out at 60, maybe 65. Why are you sending out AARP at 50? As she said, I don't need those coupons. We don't want to go somewhere and be standing up looking fine. Have you seen a 50-year-old? Has AARP seen a fine 50-year-old? Or maybe I don't want to make it black and white, but you know what they say. I'm not going to say it. But we all know that black statement. Have you seen how fine our women? Look at my class in 1964 from Spelman College. At 50, we were super fine. I know how I looked at 50. You think I look good now? Oh, baby. You should have seen me at 50. I'm just saying. So I'm saying the 50-year-olds look good. Why are you sending out AARP? We're not on see, back in the day, that was the age, but not in 2024 or 20 anything, not in the 21st century. So somebody write AARP, tell them I said it, send them to a slice of life, and let them know that we are changing the date. Start finding out, since you know all our business. AI was going on way before Enemy of the State by Will Smith. Whew. Anyway, listen to me. You need to send out those little welcome to AARP envelopes at 65, because people are living to 77.2. I think you did the AARP might have done the statistics. I don't know, or Pew maybe, Pew Research. I'm not sure, but anyway, I love Pew Research. That's what Dr. Wanda Spivey and I wanted to do. We just wanted to research and have our own Spivey Thomas Research Center. We still may do that. Somebody call Wanda. But in the meantime, 77 people are living longer now. And the start of in AARP said we're getting old and we need to go get the free coffee. Really? I don't think so. People having babies up to 54. Who was that? Well, long older than that. Let's come on, Sarah. Talking about dreams deferred. Come on, Sarah. I have a poem or something I wrote that would be good today if I knew where it was about Sarah. I think my idea was that everybody was walking the opposite direction from me. And if you're watching a slice of life, you walk in the opposite direction of most people. See, mainstream, ordinary people are not watching a slice of life, because you've already decided that at 62 and 65 and 70 that you're old and that you're on your way to the coffin. You walk in the opposite direction of the people who are watching this show. The people who are watching this show may be on their walkers, they may be in a wheelchair, they may be wherever, but they're still up, they're still moving, they're still putting on their lipstick. I forgot to speak about my classmate Sadie Beasley. Looked good, hair looked good, her wife was gorgeous, everything. And her grandchildren were pushing her in a wheelchair. She looked fabulous. You understand what I'm saying? The people who watch this show are walking in a different direction. And when I did my piece, I'm going to pull it together and put it in my Georgianisms. But I said I saw the people walking in another direction. And they were all older people. And I looked at them because I was on one side of the street and they were on the other side of the street. And when I looked at them, they all looked at me with scorn and disdain. And I was like, why are they looking at me like that? You know? And they said, why are you going that way? You're not going that way. That's the young people going that way. We're supposed to be going this way. You're going the wrong way. I was thinking, wow, why am I going the wrong way? I don't look like you are. I don't look like you are. Well, you need to go look in the mirror to see how you look. Oh, I know I'm very clear on how I look. I've seen my younger pictures, but I'm not going in that direction. I'm going in this direction. It's too late for your dreams. I said, oh my. You all need to keep going the other way. I'm going to stay on this path. And the reason why I wrote that piece that way is because I need for you to understand that how many times have you heard me say, and I think I got it from either Myron Golden and or Miles Monroe, there is no expiration date on your dreams. No expiration date on your dreams. The people going the opposite way who are not watching this show, they have put an expiration date on their dreams. There is an expiration date. I have one and they have one. They're on that side of the street. I'm on this side of the street. We have an expiration date according to God's will. He sent us here with a purpose. And the purpose, we have to fulfill that purpose. If we don't fulfill that purpose, sometimes he take you early, but you will fulfill the purpose. You are here, kingdom in heaven. You know the Lord's Prayer. It's the same as the kingdom on earth. And so those people don't believe it. They go in the opposite way. You, my dear, my darlings, yes, they are. If you're watching this show, we're going in the same direction. And that's the direction towards still being creative, still being alive, still knowing that you have something else to do and doing God's will, still taking care of God's people. That's why you're here. He gave you an assignment that only you could do. And people say that, but they don't believe it. And one of the things I like that Myron and Miles say, they say that why are we jealous of one another when I have an assignment and I have a gift? You have an assignment and you have a gift. My gift is not your gift. Your gift is not my gift. We should work together with our gifts. Don't be mad with me because he gave me gifts. And I used to let my gifts get in my way. And I would hide them. And I wouldn't tell anybody. Or I would have the answers. And I wouldn't give the answers. You see, I just stayed behind. I stayed in the shadow. I remember my people saying my father was very free-hearted. And that he was just too free-hearted. And I was thinking, oh, wow. That's a bad thing? And so I used to get mad with myself for being free-hearted, for liking people and giving them stuff. I gave somebody something that my people don't know I gave it away, but the person liked it at reunion. And if somebody liked something, here, you can have it. What's going to happen to it anyway if it gets here? My daughter got 20 of whatever that is that I gave away, you see? And I'm going to go look for it again in some country where I've traveled. But if I don't get it anymore, so what? I've already enjoyed it. What's wrong with giving stuff away? I didn't have to be stupid or silly. Maybe, I don't know. But I think that's what we're supposed to do. I think Myron Golden talks about what we're supposed to do as a people. What we're supposed to do while we're here on earth. I've been doing it a long time, but I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know it was correct. I used to get mad with myself until I met, reading this, then Cornell Pearson told me about indigo elders and indigo people, indigo children. Oh my God, I learned so much about who I was, my daughter, who people are. It's so much to know about this whole world. We are spiritual beings, you see. But we live in a human existence. But we're spiritual beings. And our spirits will keep going. And so we're supposed to take care of one another. We don't do a good job of it. And I'm glad that I used to say, God, I used to get mad with God. I did. I said, why you make me this way? I'm always helping somebody. And nobody can help me. Only you can help me. I used to get fuss and fuss and fuss. Every time I want something, you're the only one that can do it. Nobody else can do it. But I'm always helping somebody. I can pick up the phone. I went all down that road until I read about the indigo elders, until I came to my senses, until I started watching Myron and Miles. And it's not a bad thing being kind. It's not a bad thing being kind. And don't worry about what other people, and I had a good talk with Gloria Knowles in our class, Belle. She's the secretary of our class. We had a talk the other day. And she said, you know what? I don't care what people say about me or how they treat me. It's okay. Because I got God on my side. And I'm just going to do what he told me to do. I've been that way. I didn't know I was that way. See, he had to keep me here for me to finally allow the real Georgianne. It used to be a show with a real, to tell the truth. How many years have I not told the truth? I never did. Because I always felt slighted or I had good looks. And I didn't, somebody was always making some kind of smart remark about, you don't ask for your parents. I don't know, I just took a lot in, and I wanted to sing. I wanted to be an entertainer, and I had all of that. So now I have it all. I did the one woman show. I have songs to still produce. I found a wonderful singer. Her name is Destiny Reeves. She's the niece to Katie Ruth Hines Reeves, my classmate. It doesn't mean she's going to sing my songs, but I want her to. I don't know, it's going to all work out. I'm glad I have the music. I'm glad I have a slice of life. I've been on YouTube since 2007 or 6. One of my students put me on here. I didn't know what I know now. You know, I would have stayed on it. I don't even know how many. I have to go back and I would like to put all the shows together if I could. I don't know. But anyway, I'm off my subject about Gayle. Gayle look good. And you look good too, baby. Look in the mirror. Oh. If you've been watching this show, what is it Georgianne always has? Now you say, oh, that's so vain. No, it's not. You need to keep a mirror. Just in case you lose sight of who going in the casket with you, get a mirror. Just in case you lose sight of whose life you're living, get the mirror. Just in case you get lost on who you really are, you can look in the mirror and talk to yourself. But Gayle King is on the cover of Sports Illustrated. And I think that's wonderful. I think you should celebrate whatever it is about you. I had a beautiful smile when I was younger. I wanted to be the Colgate girl. I remember telling my husband at the time, we lived at 251 Anderson Avenue, same place with Katie Rue. And I said, oh, they got an ad in the newspaper. They're asking for people with pretty smiles to send their picture in. I was always known for a pretty smile. And he said, they're not talking about you. And I was thinking, you're right, they're not talking about me, they're talking about white people. But they were talking about me because how did I know that sitting in my pretty smile, they would have thought, wow, we can use her teeth and I didn't know, and I didn't do it. And so I don't have teeth now. This last chemo just took a lot from me. You know, I was able to go find some hair to look like my hair. This is what my last hair looked like when I had hair. And so, but I don't have the teeth worked out. And I keep talking about it. My daughter told me to stop talking about it. But I'm still on Gayle King. Do you know what she said that really got me? She says that she's still looking for someone to date. She's Gayle King. Now you out there looking for somebody to date. Listen to me. Gayle King, Oprah's friend. Oprah knows everybody. Gayle didn't have anybody to date. Really? And you worried? Listen. That made me sit back and say, woo-wee. It really must be rough. I don't know. I haven't actively looked for anybody because I don't want to look for anybody. I think one of my friends, or what's still the same, Cornell says that men pick women out the herd. I thought don't men still select? Or don't you kind of look at each other and maybe just like, woo. Or I don't know what happens anymore. I don't know, but whatever it is, I don't know that you need to, is that the new thing to go and ask somebody? I heard that girls are asking young boys to go to the prom with them now. Anyway, Gayle, listen. She got standards, stay at your standards, and you have the right person you're supposed to have. God will send you the right person you're supposed to have. You know, you kiss a lot of frogs and then you get to the right person. It's okay, it's just life. But your person will be there. If Gayle is looking and the rest of you all looking, there are enough men. Don't settle for there not enough men, because there are. There's somebody looking for a woman just like you. And there's a woman somewhere looking for a man just like you. And then there are other partners. Men are looking for men just like them. And women looking for women just like them. whomever role it is, I don't know the roles. I just know that partners are looking for partners. Women are looking for women. Men are looking for men. There are enough. Your person will come. Your person is there. Your person could be right on your nose and you don't know it. You could have skipped over the person for all you know. Who knows? You know? And they'll double back. People double back. Have you not heard of people who in high school, they liked each other in high school, and she went off and got married to the college man, and he went off and got married to the woman in another town, and then either both of them died or they divorced, and they show up at class reunion, and he looks at her and she looks at him and say, remember when we were on the sliding board, and remember when we were in the swings? He said, see, because you need somebody you can talk to. Now, Gayle said she's 69 and she'll date somebody younger in their 50s. And my point was, you kind of need somebody that can talk to you about the same thing. Do you remember? You know, if you go too much younger, you can't talk about a lot of do you remember, you know, especially if she said she didn't want anybody that she could have birthed. Whoo, that is something to think about. If your person is the same age as your child, that's a challenge. It got to be some kind of love up in there. And then make sure it's love and not lust. In one of my songs, Can't We Be Friends, I have a line in there, we should look for love before lust. It's a lot of lust that seems like love. And it really isn't love. It's really lust. It's, you know, and so I don't want to get off the subject of Gayle King because I like her. And I like her honesty. And I want you to be the same way, baby. I want you to have that same honesty about yourself. You know, I have to tell, you know, I would tell somebody, you tell them, you know, listen, I have a wig on my head, all right? I lost my hair in the last chemo, all right? I don't have any teeth right now, all right? I have a couple people who said, they don't want to hear any of that. They're like, shut up with all that. We like you, we like you, we like you. People know who they like, you know. That's somebody that like you, people out there, my people out there, that is getting older without getting old. That's somebody like you. Somebody's watching you. I saw some beautiful women in my reunion. My daughter was talking about how beautiful we are. And we are. We're 80, 81, and 82. I couldn't believe it. And some of them look the same. We got a few wrinkles here and there, and challenge walking and some other challenges. I don't know, but anyway, I don't want to get off of what Gayle said. Gayle said for her person, she would date younger, but she doesn't want a nurse. She don't want to nurse. When she said, I want a nurse or a purse. I thought that was cute. She didn't want to nurse nobody, and she didn't want anybody that she got to read a pocketbook to, because you know she got money. What y'all call it? She got the bag already, and she's Oprah's friend. So she didn't want anybody that she got to pay for all the bills, and you want to start a business. Tony Gaskin talks about that. And so, no, it's R.C. Blakes talks about, you got that savings over there. You need to let me start this business. Child, please. Anyway, so she also says they have to have their own thing. And they can't get mad because she is Gayle King. I have found that when you're out here, like I got this great award from Clark Atlanta University, you know, I found out some things about people when you get awards at that level. They only 3 people have them, you know, has that award. I found out a lot of things about people, or who called me, or who supported me, or who sent a word or something. You know, you don't get things for other people, but you just like your friends to be happy with you. I'm happy with people. Aren't you happy when people get things? I'm happy when you get an award. I'm happy when you have an accomplishment. But you don't always get that. So this is the last thing about Gayle. Gayle said she wants somebody alert and available and who will make time for her. That's very important. It's taken me a long time. I don't know why I made it. We make excuses for people. But I don't want to make any excuses. People make time for the person they want to be with. Let me say it again. Reno, for the people in the back. If your person is not making time for you, he or she, however that combination is, I'm old school. He does not want to be with you. He only wants to be with you for sex. He does not want to be with you. If he only comes around over a certain period of time, it's all about lust. If he didn't call you or do anything for you on holidays or didn't try to see you, now even on holidays, but if he didn't try to pick up the phone and see how you're doing, it's my understanding that men have to hear the voices of the woman they care about. At least I heard that, read that, Harley Initiate and all of them say that. They want to know what she's doing. And I keep apologizing to the LBQ community. I'm just old school. I got to talk about it the way I know how to talk about it. And you take whatever role you want. It's fine with me. But, if the person is not calling you or trying to hear your voice, they're not interested in you. And Gayle is saying, that she just haven't been able to find anybody. And some of you haven't been able to find anybody. But you need to stay on this side of the road going this way. Let all the old people that's going that way, let them go on. Because you got something to do. God has kept you here. I've talked longer than I wanted to. But I wanted to say what she said about Walter Cronkite. My age group would know who he was. But they forced him to retire at 65. And she's 69, and she's still on CBS. And, I think that because they need younger is always better. But I'm glad she has been allowed to stay there at 69. I think we need to stretch that time out. Because you see how fine people are at 70? And when I was 74, my 70s, I was, whoo. I don't know. I'm just saying to some of you that this AARP people, they got it all wrong. Because we still got something going on in our lives at 69, at 60, at 50. I retired at 52. Now, you know what I look like at 52. Child, please. I need for you all to understand that this book that I use, I don't know them, they don't know me. I want you to think about it. You're getting older, but you're not getting old. There is no expiration date on your dreams. You will sit here with a purpose, and you will have to do that purpose before you get up out of here. You are going to do that purpose. You're going to get into that purpose thing, and you're going to see about who you're supposed to see about or develop who you're supposed to develop, but you're to create something you're supposed to create that's going to help humankind. You see, that's going to happen. It's no way of getting around it. Start listening to Myron Golden and start listening to Reverend Dr. Miles Monroe, and you'll get my point. All right, baby, I'm about to leave you. I always leave now talking about my daughter's book, Lord Have Mercy, on Amazon.com, I think. And you don't get married. Don't get married. Don't get married. Don't get married. I'll get my book, Guide to the Second Time Bride. All right? I love you. The good thing about loving you, what's the good thing about loving? For all of you all who are new, I changed glasses. These I've done. I have some outrageous ones, and then I have some conservative ones. I like these. This is conservative. Kind of match up all my pearls today. Anyway, I love you, darlings. I do. And you can't do anything about it.